Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here today, because honestly, we've got some massive legislative changes to cover. We are talking 14 brand new laws that have completely rewritten the rulebook for military and VA benefits heading into 2025 and 2026. This is huge. It's going to reshape everything from your wallet to your housing and your healthcare.
So will the VA actually buy you an RV? Or a farm tractor? I know, it sounds like a wild rumor you'd hear passing through the grapevine. But today, we're actually unpacking the surprising reality that the VA might just pay for your next motorhome. And that's really just one piece of the 14 incredible new laws coming our way.
Let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The vehicle grant. 2. Financial and housing defenses. 3. Education and system upgrades. And 4. The action plan. Let's dive right in.
All right, Section 1, the vehicle grant beyond standard cars.
Okay, $27,000. If you have a service-connected condition that prevents you from driving, the VA can hand you a grant of just over 27 grand. That is a substantial financial allowance available right now to help eligible folks purchase a specially equipped vehicle.
Now, the sheer variety of covered vehicles here is absolutely fascinating. We aren't just talking about your standard four-door sedans. The VA explicitly covers motorhomes, commercial trucks, vans, and, yep, there it is, even farm tractors. To qualify, you do need a specific condition, like the permanent loss of use of your hands or feet, severe burns, or significant vision loss. And this is a big one. ALS is also covered automatically as a presumptive condition from your military service.
Now listen up, because there is a very strict order of operations here. This is a massive warning. Literally, never, ever buy the vehicle first and expect the VA to reimburse you later. It just doesn't work like that. Step 1, you have to file your claim using VA Form 21-4502. Step 2, get your official VA approval. Only then do you move to Step 3, which is actually buying the vehicle. The VA pays the seller directly. If you skip a step, you are going to foot that $27,000 bill all by yourself.
Oh, and before we move on, there are actually two very specific scenarios where you might be eligible to get this allowance a second time. First, if your vehicle is destroyed in a natural disaster that wasn't your fault and your insurance didn't cover it. Or second, if it's been 30 or more years since you received your first grant, you can go ahead and apply again.
Moving right along to Section 2, Financial and Housing Defenses, protecting your assets.
So under the old system, we needed separate congressional votes every single year just to get an annual increase. It was exhausting, right? Well now, thanks to the 2025 COLA Act, your disability and survivor benefits will automatically match Social Security increases. No more waiting around on a vote. This is a real game changer to stop your benefits from lagging behind rising costs.
We also have the Veterans Fiduciary Fraud Reimbursement Act, and man, this brings a dramatic and much-needed shift. It's a sad reality, but some fiduciaries do steal from veterans. The old way literally left surviving families holding the bag, forced to hunt down stolen funds all by themselves. But the 2026 way? The VA is now legally required to fully reimburse that stolen money, even if the veteran passes away before the theft is discovered. Basically, the VA has to take responsibility and go hunt down the perpetrator themselves.
Building on those protections, we've got some serious new accountability under the ProVets Act. VA executives can't just hand out random bonuses anymore. They are strictly tied to performance benchmarks, and any hiring freezes have to be completely disclosed to Congress. Plus, on the housing front, the VA now has a really powerful new tool. They can buy up to 30% of the unpaid principal on a delinquent mortgage, transferring that debt into a VA-managed loan. That is specifically designed to stop post-pandemic foreclosures dead in their tracks.
All right, Section 3, Education and System Upgrades, Smarter Systems for 2026. To keep all of this straight, let's map out these critical deadlines. For that mortgage intervention we just talked about, your delinquency window has to fall between March 1st, 2020 and May 1st, 2025. Then, looking ahead to the education side of things, August 1st, 2026 is the magic date when the new reservist GI Bill mandate kicks in, guaranteeing in-state tuition for the selected reserve.
Now, what happens if a public college decides, hey, we don't want to honor that new in-state tuition mandate under the Montgomery GI Bill Selected Reserve Tuition Fairness Act? Well, they face a really severe penalty. Any school refusing to comply risks losing their VA approval to accept military education benefits entirely, the whole shebang. It's a massive stick to ensure compliance and protect our reservists' educational rights.
Leaving the military is also getting a major upgrade thanks to the National Defense Authorization Act. First off, it requires mandatory in-person transition counseling, properly covering the basics like financial planning, debt management, and VA claims. But honestly, even better, the law finally orders the Department of Defense and the VA to integrate toxic exposure records and service treatment files into a single joint framework.
And you know exactly why this medical record integration matters so much, right? Because of the old reality. We all know the disconnected systems that constantly delayed claims, where crucial evidence would just disappear into the void. It was incredibly frustrating. The 2026 way mandates seamless, automatic communication between DoD and VA systems. This prevents lost files and ensures your records actually follow you accurately, which is absolutely crucial for getting your claims approved without those agonizing delays.
Bringing it all together. Section 4, the action plan, securing your benefits safely. If you're sitting there thinking you might qualify for that motorhome grant, or if you need to file a claim to get these new disability compensation benefits, please protect your hard-earned money. Never, ever pay someone a huge chunk of your back pay. You can get totally capable, competent help for absolutely free. Seek out a free accredited representative. Contact a veteran service officer in your county, work with the Disabled American Veterans, or consult the American Legion. There are excellent, free resources out there whose literal only job is to help you navigate this stuff accurately.
I want to leave you with this quote because I think it perfectly captures the core community ethos behind all of this. If we don't take care of each other, something went wrong. I highly encourage you to share this explainer with a friend, send it to fellow veterans, or even bring these topics up at your local VFW meeting. The more we share this knowledge, the stronger our entire community gets.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. 14 new laws are completely reshaping your benefits, your housing, and your healthcare heading into 2026. The tools are right in front of you. So my final question to you is this: which one of these benefits are you going to claim first? Go get what you've earned, stay focused, and I will see you in the next explainer.